and welcome back to another video. This is a really exciting video that is pretty much unlike any video I've done before. It is very exciting. If you've seen my vlogs from when I went to London to see JLS and Heathers, then you will already know what went on in this video and how it started and came about, because when I was in London to see the Heathers UK tour, I ended up being contacted in the morning and this whole thing began. And in that vlog I do talk about my initial reaction and the experience kind of as it happened. So if you want to see my reaction to it the day it happened, that this was first kind of started, then check out that vlog, or I will just kind of explain what happened on that day here before we go into the more exciting footage from the previous days that I'm showing in this vlog. So it was a Saturday and I was in London, having just been to a JLS concert the day before, and this day I was meeting up with two of my friends, Anna and Ashley, to go and see the Heathers UK tour in Wembley. I met up with them and we were in Spoons having a kind of brunch breakfast together before the show, and I ended up getting an Instagram message from someone who I didn't know who they were, and they messaged me saying that we had a mutual friend and they knew because of them that I was a K-pop stan, and they wondered if I wanted the opportunity to do an interview with Simply K-pop. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I didn't really know what this entailed or anything, but I knew of Simply K-pop and I knew kind of what the interviews were like that they did, so I was like, yeah, why not? Put me down for it. So not long after I said yes to that, I then got another message on Instagram from someone who worked at Simply K-pop. So for anyone who doesn't know, Simply K-pop is a Korean TV show. It is on their channel Arirang, which is a Korean channel specifically tailored to international viewers and English speakers. Every single show on this channel is done in English, and there's a lot of K-pop related shows like Simply K-pop, After School Club, all of those interviews where they have English speaking hosts. They'll do everything and interviews in English and have English subtitles on everything if anyone speaks in Korean. Chances are, if you're an international K-pop fan, you have watched clips from these shows even if you didn't realize it. But you know, Simply K-pop is one of these shows. It's a really cool show. They have several K-pop groups on it. They do performances, they do interviews, a whole bunch of things. It's very, very cool. And I had a message from someone who works on this show, and they were like, so we're looking for someone to do an interview with the K-pop group Kingdom, because the show is literally on Monday. This was Saturday, the show was on Monday, and we haven't been able to find anyone to do this interview. Would you be interested in doing it? And I was like, yeah, sure. They gave me a number of times that I would need to be free for rehearsals and stuff. I was free for all of those times, and so I agreed to do it, and alas, I was now being interviewed with the K-pop group Kingdom on Simply K-pop. It was really crazy when it happened. This was like whilst I was at Spoons with my friends. I had to like WhatsApp call this person at one point to talk about things, and I was like messaging them whilst I was in Spoons. I didn't really fully understand everything that was going on, but it seemed like a cool opportunity, so I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll just go with it and see what happens. So I did a bit more research after the initial conversation with this person, and the Simply K-pop show that they were asking me to do an interview for was their Contour series, where it's mostly like an online concert, very similar to like KCON in the sense that they have lots of groups do different performances. They have the live audience through like Zoom screens watching, and then they would do some interviews and events and games and stuff with some of the groups. But their Contour series, each show is kind of dedicated and set in a different country, and the show that I had been asked to do was a United Kingdom edition of it, which is why I had been one of the people approached to do it, as I am a K-pop stan from the United Kingdom. So I thought that was really cool. I was getting to represent specifically fans from the United Kingdom. All of the international fan guests that they had on this show were people from the UK. I think everyone in the live audience was from the UK, and anyone who they interviewed was also from the UK. So that was really cool that I got to specifically represent UK fans in a UK edition of the show. That was pretty much like all the information I had going into this to start with. I didn't know much. Then this person on Instagram, we moved over to WhatsApp and we're talking on there. They sent me a Google Doc with a kind of script. It was a few questions and I basically had to just fill out my answers for each of the questions. There was like, please introduce yourself. And then I had to come up with 3 questions to ask the group Kingdom, and then also come up with like a little paragraph to say to Kingdom that I wanted to like say to them in support. You know, again, I was in spoons. I was not prepared for this, so I was like trying to work out what to do. I was keeping Anna and Ash updated because even though they don't like K-pop, they were still very interested in the fact that I'd just been asked to do this interview, and they helped me come up with questions. And I was like, I don't know what to ask or say, and I came up with some random things. And then when it came to the questions for Kingdom, I came up with like a performance theme. So I asked them about performing and what their favorite dance is and things like that. You know, I just wrote it on this Google Doc, and then this lady looked it over, was like, yeah, that's all cool. And then that's kind of where it ended at that point. At that moment, she was like, cool, we're going to work on the script and then we'll get back to you. Your first rehearsal is tomorrow. You know, tomorrow is a kind of tech rehearsal where you will try out the app and stuff that you need to do it, and we'll see if we can get all the techie stuff to work. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I forget about it. I go see Heather's, have a great time. At some point, I think during this day, I got sent a script. It wasn't the full script for the show, but it was a base script for my interview specifically, and basically they had put in all of the answers that I'd given. They'd reworded a few of them to kind of sound better and things like that, and they gave that to me to kind of learn and memorize ready for when I did the interview. So on the train on the way home from London, I was like going through the script and trying to learn my answers and stuff. And that is you pretty much caught up. The rest of the footage in this video is what I actually filmed as I went through this experience. When I did each rehearsal and the actual interview, I filmed it on my laptop whilst I did it on my phone, and I also kind of vlogged my initial reaction after doing each stage. So I will leave you with all of that footage. This is just a video really to show the experience that I had doing this interview, because it was so last minute and unexpected, and like I couldn't believe that it was happening when it happened. It was a surreal experience, and even after it's happened, it still feels so surreal. But this vlog will show you my experience. It does include footage from the interview itself, and in the description will be the link to go and watch the full interview if you are interested in watching it. It was crazy and an insane experience, and I hope you guys enjoy and find this interesting. So the next clip picks up the following morning after I got back from London, when I had to do the tech rehearsal. Hi. Yeah, I do, yeah. Hello. I'm Chloe Amber and I'm 22 and from England. Which song has your favourite choreography to perform, and can you please show us? Hi. Okay. No, I think I'm good, thank you. Yeah, these are K-pop albums that I have. Okay, thank you. Bye. I didn't know how to leave the call, so I just closed the app. Sup, I'm back home. It is the following morning at 8 o'clock. I've just had the rehearsal for Simply K-pop. I woke up at like 7 and got ready. They were ahead of schedule, so I finished at 8, when originally it wasn't going to be finishing until after. It went really well. It was just with the girl who I've been speaking with. It was cute though. Like, I went in on the app and the group before me were finishing up, so I got to see the end of theirs, and then it was like a group of boys. I'm gonna try not to tell my parents about this just yet. I can actually get away with it because I have been doing interviews for my teaching jobs, which are with schools in Korea, and so I've been having to wake up at like 6-7 a.m. to do interviews with schools over the past couple weeks. So like I woke up this morning really early and I had to go downstairs to get my charger, and my dad was down there. You know, he like spoke to me a bit about London, and then he was like, oh, you're up early, oh, do you have another interview today? And I was just like, yeah, I do. And he was like, oh, okay, good luck. And I was like, thanks. So I can actually really easily keep this from my parents right now, because I'd love to like not tell them about it, and then once it's on TV in England, I'll record the episode and then I'll just sit them down one day and be like, so we're gonna watch this K-pop show that was on live on Korean TV, and I'll like go to the interview and I'll show up and they'll be like, what? So that'll be fun. The rehearsal was good. It was super quick, went super easy. The girl was really sweet and she just kind of spoke me through it, and I said my answers, and they've added in, I had a WhatsApp message before I went to bed last night asking me another question, which was how I got into K-pop, and I sent them that, and they've added that. So they added that into it this morning, so I've got even more to say now. But I ran through my answers and they were all good. And then they like, because they noticed the K-pop albums behind me, and so they've asked me to also, when I talk about like how I got into K-pop and stuff, I should like point out that they're albums, because it obviously isn't obvious from first glance. So I'll be like, albums. What I might do is, because tier 1 are gonna be there, and I have this one. Maybe I should put the newer album on display. Wait, because that's a tier O album, so I've got the newest tier 1. Maybe I should put this one on display instead. What does that look like? And then what I might do is my sister, because I don't have any the boys albums yet, but my sister does have one. So at some point later today, I might sneaky into her room and take it and just put it somewhere on a shelf that will be seen. So I can just be like, you know, just in case, you know, maybe Kevin and Jacob might clock it on the shelf and be like, oh, that's our album. See, I'm already awake now, but I might try and go back to sleep. I'm gonna be tired and I'm gonna get up even earlier tomorrow for the sound check. I mean, having said that, standby is 7:25, and now that I know what I'm doing, I don't actually need as much time to get ready, so I could potentially still get up at 7. So yeah, that is how the rehearsal went. Oh my goodness, so we've been given a script. Like, they gave me like the complete script, and it's got the hosts like lines in it as well. It is definitely Jacob and Kevin are in the script. It's literally a script of me, Jacob and Kevin. Like, I have a script for me, Jacob and Kevin from the boys, but I'm kind of losing my mind because it is literally scripted for Jacob to say my name like twice, and not just Chloe. He's fully gonna say Chloe Amber like twice. My bias from the boys is gonna say my name. This is gonna be a great little memento to have. This is so fun. Jacob's gonna introduce me when I show up. He's gonna be like, let's introduce the Kingmaker, and then I'm gonna come on screen, and then Kevin's gonna be like, hi, nice to meet you, please introduce yourself. I'm gonna be like, hi Kevin, right, so I'm Chloe Amber. Jacob asks me to talk about how I got into K-pop. Kevin asks me for my first Kingdom question, Jacob for my second. Like, Jacob fully has to go, now that we've got the point dance down, Chloe Amber, do you have any other questions? And then I have to try and compose myself and say a question after that. Kevin asks for my final question, and then Jacob asks me the final thing, and he's like, Chloe Amber, do you have anything you'd like to say to Kingdom? Oh, please, I'm not gonna survive. And then we say goodbye, and I'm so excited for Kingdom, like, because they're gonna answer my questions. I hope they're good questions, although they've added in, like, my first question was, which song has your favorite choreography to perform? And they've scripted it so that I now have to ask, which song has your favorite choreography to perform? And can you please show us? I don't want to make them dance. That's so mean. Oh no. I hope it's not awkward. Oh god, if it ends up being really awkward, they're gonna hate me. Like, they're gonna hate me. But I didn't choose to ask to show. Like, I didn't put that in. That was simply K-pop. They're the ones making you dance for me. I did not ask for that. Just put it out there, Kingdom, okay? I'm so sorry, boys. I gotta stick to the script. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep now. Hi. Yeah. I've been listening to K-pop for nearly 7 years now. I watched a K-pop reaction video because some of my favourite YouTubers were in it, but I found myself captivated by the music videos they were watching, so I decided to look into K-pop and fell in love with the music, as you can see from all the K-pop merch and albums behind me. Yeah, thank you, bye. She called me cute. She called me cute. I heard that. Next update. It is now Monday morning. It's 7:50 and we've just had sound check. It went good. We just like went in and it like showed us like how it would look on the day, and like on the app we can see like the actual stage and us on the screen in like the back when we show up. And they had the live audience who do it through like video as well. They were like there watching, which is pressure. But I just had to do one of my questions and check everything was good and it was all work. It's really funny though, because like it was 2 women who were like running through the scripts with us. One of them was the one who I think I spoke to on like WhatsApp, and she ran through the scripts and spoke to us. The other one with her would speak in Korean about, I think, like whether like tech and stuff was working and if the connection was all good and what parts of the script to do and stuff like that. And right when they were saying goodbye to me, like as I was about to leave, I heard the woman who didn't speak English go "Akyo," which I believe means cute. So I think I just got called cute. So I think she said that I was cute, which is really funny, and that's actually helped me because I was really nervous about doing the real thing later on. But the fact that she thinks I was cute with like how I was talking and stuff makes me feel a bit better, because maybe they'll think I'm cute as well. That's kind of made me really happy. That was funny. I've now got to chill until the actual thing. I'm gonna get like progressively more nervous as it gets closer to it, but I'm so excited as well. I'm still in my pajamas. I need to change and get dressed. Okay, that was fun. I'll see you after the real thing, I guess. You know Simply K-pop?
Yeah.
You know when they have like someone come up on the screen and do an interview with the group?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that with Kingdom.
Oh! Oh! Okay.
Yeah.
I see how it is. Congrats.
Thanks.
I'm not jealous at all.
Oh, and Kevin and Jacob are the hosts. So I'll be talking to Kevin and Jacob, and I get to ask Kingdom 3 questions. Ungi. My interview's after tier 1. I love that for me. Oh no. Hi. Hi, I'm Chloe Amber and I'm 22 and from England. I've been listening to K-pop for nearly 7 years now. I discovered it because I watched a reaction to K-pop because some of my favourite YouTubers were in it, but I found myself more captivated by the music videos they were watching, so I decided to look into K-pop myself, and I fell in love with the music, which you can also see from all the K-pop albums and merch behind me. Which song has your favourite choreography to perform, and please could you show us? What is your favourite thing about performing on stage? Oh. What advice would you give to anyone who wishes to be a performer one day? Thank you for all that you do for us. Your music means a lot to so many people. You have all of us Kingmakers supporting you, and we look forward to everything that you do in the future. Thank you so much. Bye! Oh, so good.
Kingdom! 감사합니다. 조금 이따 만나요. See you later. See you next time. See you next time.
Kevin, have you seen Kingdom's Black Crown stage?
Oh, it's behind.
Of course you have. It's so majestic and plays out like a...
I did the interview. It was so good. Like, so much happened. Both Kevin and Jacob said my name so many times. They were so funny. It was so good. Kingdom were absolutely wonderful. They were lovely. They were so sweet. They were so good. When I asked what their favorite thing about performing on stage is, said meeting people like you. I was like, oh my god, my guy. And then it was so good. And then when they had to do the choreography, they actually played the music for it, and I kind of lip synced along. And then at the end, like, Kevin and Jacob were like, Chloe Amber, we saw you lip syncing, we see you. And I was like, oh, I nearly lost it at that. And like, there was so many moments in that were so good. It was so good. This is Simply K-pop. It's a TV show in Korea. The hosts are Kevin and Jacob from The Boys. And this is just a section from the episode today that we thought you guys might be interested in watching. It's with the K-pop group Kingdom.
And to make this time with Kingdom even more special, we invited a fan in the UK to join us. Let's call them out together. 같이 불러볼까요? 1, 2, 3. Where are you? Where are? Oh, there you go. Hello. All right. Hello. So nice to meet you. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chloe
Chloe Amber and I'm 22 and from England.
영국에 사는 22살 Chloe Amber입니다.
Chloe, hi Chloe.
Hi.
We heard that not only do you love Kingdom, you also love K-pop as well. How long have you listened to and loved K-pop?
I've been listening to K-pop for nearly 7 years now. I discovered it because I watched a reaction to K-pop because some of my favorite YouTubers were in it. But I found myself more captivated by the music videos they were watching.
그리고 지금 보고 싶대요.
네, 우선 저희가 가장 좋아하는 안무는 아무래도 저희 타이틀곡인 블랙크라운이라고 말씀드리고 싶고요. 포인트 안무가 두 가지 있는데 첫 번째로는 왕들의 간.
What advice would you give to anyone who wishes to be a performer one day?
오, juicy question. 언젠가 무대 서고 싶은 사람에게 해주고 싶은 조언이 있을까요? 모든 킹메이커들이 응원하고 있고 앞으로도 할 모든 일 기대하고 있을게요라고 하셨습니다. Kingdom, do you have anything you'd like to say to Chloe Amber and other kingmakers out there?
저희
1, 2, 3, bye! Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. And Kingdom, please go.
So
볼까요?
네.
1, 2, 3.
Where are you?
Where are? Dude, oh, there you are.
snap.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Hello.
All right. Hello. So nice to meet you. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chloe Amber and I'm 22 and from England.
우, 영국에 사는 22살 Chloe Amber입니다.
Chloe, hi Chloe. Hi.
Hi.
We heard that not only do you love King,
Also see from all the K-pop albums and merch behind me.
Wow.
stacked. Oh, Chloe Amber singing along. We see you. We saw that.
Hey, that was awesome dancing.
What is your favorite thing about performing on stage?
무대할 때 가장 좋아하는 부분이 무엇인가요?
Meeting person like you.
네, 무대에서
Thanks, Chloe Amber. Woo. Alrighty, Chloe Amber, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you made good memories with Kingdom and us as well. Please continue to support K-pop. Woo. 네,
Thank you
함께
so much.
네, 함께 인사할까요?
네.
1, 2, 3. Bye. Thank you, Chloe Amber.
Love you.
Thank you so much.
Okay guys, that is the end of this video. So it was a crazy experience. I still can't believe it happened. It was so crazy and unexpected and very last minute and absolute madness. So I will say a big thank you to my friend Kaz, who is the reason this interview happened in the first place. I don't know how she has connections to people at Simply K-pop, but somehow she does, and she's the one who put my name forward and suggested that I do the interview, which is why they got into contact with me. So this wouldn't have happened without her. So a massive thank you to Kaz for making this possible, because it was such a crazy experience. It was so fun. Kingdom were absolutely lovely. They were so lovely, so amazing. It was an honor to get to interview them, and I'm so glad I got to talk to them and, you know, tell them how much we support them and things like that. And Kevin and Jacob, it was amazing getting to speak with them too and hearing them say my name and stuff. Absolutely surreal experience. It was so cool. It was so cool. And the fact that it was all last minute and, you know, I didn't have to pay for it or anything. It was completely free. Didn't have to buy loads of albums to do it. It wasn't like a fan sign or anything. Like, if I had tried to make that experience happen, I wouldn't have been able to. It was so crazy, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I really am. I am incredibly fortunate that it happened and I was chosen. And yeah, so I didn't put the full interview in this video because it's like 10 minutes long and copyright as well, but it is still available on YouTube. The full Simply K-pop show was live streamed onto YouTube, and then it was broadcasted onto TV in Korea and several other channels, including the UK. It was on TV here in the UK at one point, which was really cool. So like, it has been in a lot of places, and the YouTube live stream is still available on Simply K-pop's YouTube. I will put the link in my description if you're interested in watching the full interview or the entire show, because it was really good. It was fun. I did my interview and then I got to watch the rest of the show on TV. Kingdom, interestingly, were the only group to do an interview during this show. I assumed that other groups would also do interviews, but Kingdom were literally the only one. All the other groups only did performances. You know, it was only Kingdom Kingdom who got to do a like kind of talky section with an interview and stuff, which was interesting. But I'm really happy that they got that opportunity, and once again I'm so honoured to have been a part of it. So yeah, check out the full interview if you want to. I obviously won't be having any more videos like this coming because I imagine I'm never going to get an opportunity like that again. The closest we're going to get is I will be doing a video about my Alexa fan sign at some point. That literally happened last year and I still have yet to do it. In fact, by the time this video goes up, it might even be 2022 already because it's currently 2021. So it's taken me a while to do the fan sign video, but I will be doing the fan sign video. So look forward to that hopefully soon. Don't take my word on that. We know how awful I am at sticking to schedule with this channel. But yeah, that was this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it interesting, kind of seeing a little behind the scenes. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next video, and in the meantime I'm going to leave you with a short compilation of Jacob and Kevin saying my name, also featuring Dan from Kingdom. Okay. Goodbye.
Chloe Amber입니다.
Chloe, hi Chloe.
Chloe Amber, sing.
Chloe Amber, do you have any? Chloe Amber, do you have any?
Thanks, Chloe Amber. Chloe Amber and other.
Chloe Amber, thank you so